The wait is over. From is finally back with season 3, and you know what? It instantly raised the bar with an incredible, powerful opening episode. To be honest, waiting until Sunday is tough, but that's all part of this exciting experience, so no complaints here. Instead of complaining, today I choose to talk about the episode 2 trailer because it has lots of intriguing details. Before diving into the trailer, I have to point out that MGM Plus really needs to step up its social media strategy. It's a perfect opportunity to promote their shows, so it's hard to understand why they don't release the trailer for the next episode right after the current one airs on their social media accounts. Anyway, thanks to Jeremy Ice and Fire, I've seen the trailer and now we have to break it down and discuss what's in store for the future of this show. The trailer starts with Boyd and he seems distressed. It's no shock to us because last time I checked, Boyd was in the barn with Mrs. Lou where they had been ambushed by monsters. He had to watch them kill Mrs. Lou, who's been nothing but a sweet lady throughout the show. These creatures always seem to enjoy playing with the town's settlers, but in season 3, they seem a bit different to me. It seems like they're more powerful than ever, like we're entering a whole new phase of trouble. As the creatures were holding Mrs. Lou, they teased Boyd by saying, "You think this place can't break you? Let's see." Like, this is another level of hostility, you know? Earlier, the show's director, Jack Bender, confirmed that in season 3, things will get worse for the residents of Fromville, and I really think the plans these horrifying creatures have are a big part of it. They're gearing up to cause even more chaos. With the food shortage already making everyone tense, and now that they've set the animals free, it feels like they're trying to pit people against each other to stir up even more trouble. The trailer reveals that Jade is the one who finds and unties Boyd, and he's clearly shocked to see Boyd alive after being stuck in the barn with all those monsters, probably until morning. He asks, "How are you still alive?" And honestly, the answer seems simple. Those monsters love torturing people. Sure, they enjoy killing them, but maybe, just maybe, they get more satisfaction from the whole process than the actual act itself. In the previous season, Sarah warned us that they shouldn't fight back. Whenever someone crosses the line, the outcome is shockingly vile. That's something we already know. And Boyd, he never stops resisting, always fighting back and searching for answers. Torturing him is easy and fun for those monsters too. Next up, we see Boyd visiting Kenny, which makes me think Kenny and Jim made it back to town safe and sound just like they planned. You'll remember Jim was determined not to let his kids lose both parents, which is totally understandable, but Kenny, as someone who had lost one of his parents, he didn't want Jim's kids to go through the same pain, so that's why he helped. But he's also always been this cooperative, kind-hearted guy, but it looks like that's about to change. In the trailer, we don't see him crying, we see him angry and determined. He's planning to burn every single one of these creatures, and he's got plenty of alcohol with him. So in episode 2, we might finally see him tossing a bunch of Molotov cocktails into the cave. Thank goodness, someone's finally stepping up and taking the fight to the next level. In the next scene, the trailer makes sure that we understand how angry Kenny is because he completely smashes the radio in the diner. And honestly, my boy has every right to do so. Let's just leave him alone for a second. He's been through enough. Next, we have Tabitha, probably the savior of everyone who's stuck in Fromville. In the previous episode, she found Victor's father and she's trying to tell him that Victor is still alive, but he doesn't seem to believe her since he asks where she got the lunchbox. Well, he'll come around, I'm sure of that. Because in the season 3 trailer, we've seen him showing Tabitha the bottle tree near his house and then leading her down to the basement where there are a bunch of paintings that depict the monster kids she saw earlier. Plus, the episode 2 synopsis reveals that Tabitha finds help from an unlikely ally, so yes, I believe Victor's dad will try to help her after processing all the crazy info he just got from Tabitha. That aside, I should say that I'm starting to believe everything will eventually boil down to Victor and his past too. Why does he have such a strong connection to the town? Did he paint those monster kids Tabitha had seen? Okay, so there's definitely something unique about the connection between Victor and Tabitha. From the start, we all loved Victor's friendship with Ethan and sensed a bond there. And I'm not denying that, but his connection with Tabitha feels different somehow, doesn't it? Some theories say that Tabitha is actually Victor's sister. but she would remember the house, if not the father, right? So what is this connection about? If you have any theories, please feel free to share. I'm completely lost here. There are 2 more scenes in the trailer, but sadly, they don't reveal much. The first one shows Mrs. Liu's funeral in the church and everyone seems sad. The other one shows Donna and Boyd arguing about something. Donna seems really angry and distressed, while Boyd seems a bit defensive and guilty. I think this is about the food shortage and the animals somehow, but I guess we'll see. There's one last thing, and it's about Fatima. She doesn't appear in the trailer, but according to the episode 2 synopsis, her health takes a serious downturn. In the season 3 trailer, we caught a glimpse of blood on her lips, hinting that she may have coughed up blood. In the previous episode, she was throwing up, which looks like morning sickness, but clearly there's more going on. Her pregnancy didn't make sense from the start. She was infertile, and let's face it, nothing good ever happens in Fromville, so this pregnancy might not be normal after all. And I'm really curious to see what happens next. Is this mysterious pregnancy slowly killing her? And if so, why? I, like many of you guys, have so many questions yet to be answered. Episode 2 won't give us the ultimate answer, but I believe it will be a great episode with lots of thrill. While we wait for the upcoming episode, feel free to share your theories with me in the comments below and check out this video next.